Hey, it's me again with Brooke again. She was the only one able to make it today, but that's okay because we can still have a pretty cool conversation. We actually watched a movie the other night on Netflix. I guess it was only released a couple weeks ago, but it was called Next Gen. Next Gen. It was this animation movie about artificial intelligence and these robots and how they had been so ingrained into the community that they got really deceived by it. And it's really cool. You should totally watch it. And it was really cool. I liked it a lot. And it really went along with our conversation last week about consciousness and making choices and the computer's ability to make choices. So really cool. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it was a good movie. This week, Brooke, we're talking about death. So how would you define death, I guess, is how we'll start.
Like then if your brain isn't working anymore, your heart's not beating.
Yeah, kind of like an end of life in simplicity. So like when you stop functioning. Yeah. So I don't know. Do you think death gives life meaning, or do you see it more as like a robber of life? And why?
I think it gives life meaning because it like tells you like you only have so much time, so you might as well like make your life worth it and like do things meaningful like and that you want to do like while you're on Earth.
Yeah.
Because you have limited time.
Mhm. Yeah, I would say a little bit of both. I don't know that I would really pick one or the other indefinitely, but I think definitely our short time on Earth. My phone's ringing. It's a scam. Oh wow. I don't like those. So our short time on Earth is definitely like evoking of wanting to do something worthwhile, like make the time like mean something. But then again, at the end, it's like, if there is an end, does it really matter what you do? I mean, personally, I think yes, it matters because I believe in a life after this life. But I could definitely see why people would think that death is a robber of meaning and relationships and things like that because it's just over. I don't think it's just over, but people who think it is, I could definitely see how they would think that. So in one of the videos I watched, he kind of started defining compassion as suffering together. So I guess we should kind of talk about suffering a little bit first. So obviously it kind of goes like hand in hand with death and suffering, kind of negative things. So would you agree that compassion is like suffering together?
Like suffering with one another.
Yeah, like to be compassionate, it's like, okay, you have something really awful going on and you're suffering and I'm suffering in my own ways too, so in a way we can suffer together and that kind of experience brings us together and makes us more human. Like that's part of being a human is being able to feel that pain and that hurt and experience that together.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mhm. Yeah. So do you think artificial intelligence could ever get there and like suffer, or do you think because I don't know what I would think about that.
No, I don't think so. I think it'd be kind of creepy if it did.
If it suffered, if it
I don't
felt pain.
think it really like our phones don't have like emotions. Like I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I can't see that having emotion. I almost said I can't see a creation having emotion, but then I remember like we're creation and we have these capabilities and things. And so it gets kind of tricky there. Maybe one day, I don't know. Okay, so what else? So he talked about loss and regret. So he was saying like it's much easier to lose something into regret. I don't really remember. That one was trippy. And he said that some people were just ready for death. Yet he was working with a bunch of people that were near the end of life, and he was talking about how some of them were just ready for death because they felt like there wasn't there was more bad than there was good. And in a way, our healthcare system needs to be more about well-being than about just living.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about artificial intelligence possibly taking death out of the equation?
So, like, preventing people from dying?
Yeah, like immortal life. Like we would never die.
Well, I think that takes the meaning out of life, because if you have, like, unlimited time to live, like, you're not going to, like, do things that make living worthwhile, like, because you have unlimited time, so it's like, what's the point, like, and a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be weird. It's like immortal.
I think it kind of takes the incentive out of a relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we become saved to go to heaven, initially, for most of us, for the most part. Like, we want to go to heaven, so we get saved. And I think having immortal life, whether you're saved or not, definitely, like, decreases the need for God in your life. So, I'm not sure that God would ever allow that to happen.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's in like his physics. Like, he created it and knows a lot more about it than we do. And even if we keep learning about it, like the technologies, like it's theorized that the technology will, I don't think that it's actually possible under the laws that God has made the world. I don't know. Maybe that's what the end of life is actually going to look like, like with the rapture and the Revelation stuff. Maybe, oh, that's weird to think about. I don't know. I'm not a big nerd on Revelation, so like thinking about the end of time being on Earth, like eternity on Earth. I don't know. Why wouldn't we not be in heaven? I don't get that. I don't know about thinking about that.
No, I don't know. That sounds weird.
Sounds trippy. I don't know. I feel like death is definitely necessary for life to have meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of beating a dead horse here. I don't know. Death is kind of, it's deep, but it's,
dead horse.
Yeah. That was morbid, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, so anyway, go watch Next Gen because that's honestly what I thought most about this week. It was really good. It's on Netflix. I don't know any other way to watch it, but I watched it on Netflix and it was pretty cool and cute and funny, so I liked it. Alright, thanks guys.